Okay. We're going to cover the offer preparation or using the SkySlope and DigiSign. Okay. Actually, for English version last year, just a couple of months ago, we have done the same thing. Okay, and but that's before the TRESA. Okay, before the TRESA's new policy or new forms, new regulation, or anything, right? So some of the forms have been changed a lot, have been changed, subsequently, and then we have to revisit those forms, and then some of the guys saying, "Oh, it's hard to do it. What is the new process to do so?" and something like that. So we're gonna answer this question by just doing this demo and the training session. Okay, and we're gonna go over the same thing about the last training. Okay, but except for the new terms and new forms, that kind of thing. Okay, we're gonna go through the exactly what the process required by the RICO, and I'm gonna go look at the RICO guide and how you're gonna do that. But this is just a typical flow, just one of the flow that we use the most. Okay, today we're gonna do the condo, okay, and just the regular flow for the two brokerage involvement, okay. Once the buyer agent sign the BRA and submit the offer to another brokerage for the offer, okay. Now, most of you may have a question about some other case like the multi-representation and what happens if the seller or buyer, they are self-represented SLP, that kind of thing. Because you probably received the new 320 with the TRESA version, and I don't know if you got it for the English version, but we do have a Chinese version. But anyway, if you have a get right into that kind of situation, you can just let me know, or let the manager, any other manager in the office can help with. But for the training, we will of course deal with the most 99% kind of case, right? Okay, so we're gonna go through this. I was gonna start with the offer and jump right away into the SkySlope, and then remember that we have to include the Schedule B and the 160, because in this demo I'm gonna use myself as the buyer, so we have to submit the 160, right? And then the DigiSign, okay, we're gonna use, but not for DocuSign, okay? Originally, last month, I used the one of the training section talk about DocuSign, which is the old way of doing things, and is not free, okay? You may get the free section, free signature, deal, or whatever they mentioned, just only 3 times, okay? Free for 3 times. And then you're gonna pay for it. But it's not that useful if you stay with the free version, I would say, because if you are interested, you can visit my or you can watch my last bootcamp training about DocuSign. Okay. Now remember that in the SkySlope, in the preference, you can choose in between DigiSign or DocuSign. Okay. That's it. So, and then the process will be signing and then download email to LA and then register over, right? You try to cover everything like this, so give you the full overall the process from begin to the end. Okay. I'm gonna do that. That's right. Now, the one we're going to choose today is the condo, because condo is the a little bit harder than the freehold. Freehold will be so simple, right? Everybody probably can do freehold, but sometimes you may get in trouble with the condo offer. And then so I picked this one. It's not that, actually it's not that hard. It's just almost the same, okay? There's a little bit more things you're gonna need to care, okay? So let's say we choose this one. This is one of my student, top student, is the listing agent. okay? And then we pick this one, and then we do the offer. So from the details view, actually you can see that's the whole bunch button, blue button. So in Realm, I don't know if you're using Realm or probably using Matrix. Okay, in Realm, the blue button means action button. Okay, all the blue means action related. Okay, you have this blue, that blue. Okay, I covered this yesterday's Bootcamp training. Okay, now this one, if you can use a web form, that's the semi-changing section is also very good. You guys can you have time to equip yourself with different kind of web form signing technique skill set. You know, that's the one of the very good point to start. Okay. Just in case sometimes SkySlope doesn't work, you at least have a backup version, right? Because I always say find yourself something for backup. Just don't at the end, you know, your client's waiting for you to make the offer, but then you cannot do that, right? So just click on the SkySlope and you will jump right away, okay? Using this property as the target offer submitted. For the offer. Okay, so we're gonna use the buyer, right? Because you're gonna buy this property. This offer is to buy, right? So then I would try to use what? My name. I gotta just Chinese. Okay. You give it last is them. And now I don't want to mess up the other. So the email gonna have mentioned for them at the Outlook. So use this email. I have this by default, then I can show you when you receive the email, everything. So now when you see this data is there, that means you already imported. Yeah, you already import the data for the for this deal, for this offer, okay, for this SkySlope form. So you don't have to import again. But if you see this is empty, then you can just click on this one, enter the MLS number, and it will do the import for you. Okay. So for the name is do it for you by default, but you can say this is the offer. Right, and then this is February what? 4th. Right, you may have other offers, right? So not yesterday or something like that. So you want to make a name unique for this one. Okay. Now, most of you should see the template. You can make yourself template. That's your template. Okay. Or this is the standard buyer template. Okay, that's the track by default SkySlope for all using our company's brokerage template. Okay, that's very important. Okay, when you make an offer, if you don't see this brokerage template, that means something is wrong. They probably didn't add you to the company's this template, this database or whatever, didn't activate it, right? I have a couple instances that the colleagues come in, ask me why I don't see any template and it's not able to follow the video, the training video. That will be the case. Okay, so if you have run into this problem, one thing you do to call Sammy or just tag Sammy or just and then Sammy will help you about that. Okay, Sammy is one of our office manager. I think every one of you already know that. So that's the few template here, right? So we gotta find out the condo, right? The condo is over. But you know, some of you ask, oh, how can I see this is almost the same? So how do I know this which template to use, right? So look at this is the preview button, okay? So this is a freehold offer, so it's not for you, right? What's this? This is offer to purchase double N, no, freehold. This is Potl. This is assignment. And what about this? Condo townhouse offer to purchase. This one was good. Okay. So 810-801-101 is the condo agreement. Okay, so that's good. That's good. That's good. So we're gonna have use this one. Okay, 0 to 8. Got it? So just simple like that, just say create. So you go to the next stage, which is you have to all the form ready. So now, most of the time, you may want to just choose every form and then fill it up and then send it over, right, to your client, and then chop it up at the end, you know, because if you this what I'm saying is if you have this 300 and the no 810, right? This is supposed to sign in between you and your clients, right? So you can do this first, okay? One signature envelope, they call it an envelope, right? And then the other one is to read the real offer for register or to send it to the listing agent. The other side, that would be what? 3 other forms, right? A1, 101, and 320, right? So, and then you should do 630 and 635. 630 would be the ID one, okay? You can do it right away, or you can just wait until you submit the offer, okay? That either time, but better you can do it right away. I mean, but well, I'm not gonna cover the FinChat forms, okay? But 635 would be safe until we have a deposit done, okay? So let's say you have the offer accepted, and then you're gonna have 24 hours, within 24 hours to submit the deposit, right? To send the deposit to the listing brokerage, right? Then you can fill up this form. So don't wait until the closing time and then do this one, okay? As I say, do it as soon as possible. Always better to do it right away, okay? Now we're gonna have these two forms, okay? Select that, and then we go inside for the fill and send. Okay, so you should see this two forms. Now, this is treasury. Okay, in the treasury regulation, you have to disclose or you have to inform your clients the choice, just like before we have what? Client or customer, right? Yeah, they always have this confusing term, right? Consumer, customer, are they the same thing or not, right? But now they improve a little bit. Now consumer and customer is the same thing now, okay? You don't have to deal with that, okay? They are more on this SLP, we call it self represent party, okay? That's what they're calling for the customer. For the left-hand side is always a client, okay? For the client side, so you're gonna enter the client's name. Okay, no, you're gonna enter, this one will be the buyer, right? And so before you fill up this form, you according to the RICO, okay, you just say prescribed RICO provide information guide. Okay, so you need to send the information guide. So assuming this is your client, you're gonna sign the BLA with you, right? It's not the SLP. This will be designated DLP. Okay, so you're gonna sign up this form, and then before that, you're gonna send the information guide. So where you can get the information guide? Okay, some of you might already know, some of you may not know. Okay, but I think always you can search Google, and it won't be that hard to do that, right? So if you don't have that, I have the link for you. Wait a minute. Oh, where is it go? Okay, I have the link here. So let's call RICO info guide. Okay, so we can go to here. Just know this. Okay, that's the one. So before you remember, before you sign up the 810, okay, go here, and then because we are talking about 99% of the case using this, right? So SLP, you go to here, but I will explain a little bit about SLP, right? Right here, because you're gonna sign up the 300, right? So that's the guide that you're gonna use, and then you can go through here and then fill in yourself and your client's name, okay? But for the SLP version, because you're not going to sign up the 300 or the BLA with them, right? Because they are SLP, they are self-represented. Then you're going to have another form for the buyer or for the seller. You're going to set the sell represent the acknowledge and consent form. Okay. So with either case, you're going to find, I think the one is 311 and one is 256, something like that. Okay, you can always search the SkySlope. I can show you how to do that. Okay, a little bit later. So in this case, we're gonna do this one. Okay, this is the one that will be signing with you as the with the BLA as your clients, right? So you register yourself, helping them, or wherever you are trading, right? And then your email address. Okay. And the brokerage name. What's the brokerage name? Right? Right. And then the brokerage email is optional. So your client's name, which is what? I want the one I just entered, right? Email would be MCKM. And then the Outlook. Okay. And you just share information. See that? So what happened here is saying that they're not gonna save this as in their database. They don't have database to track this, but just do a simple as the a media in the middle to send this link, and also give you an email saying the link has been sent. So it's a record in your email. Okay, so later on, if somebody audit you or somebody challenge you, asking, did you send the RICO information guide to your clients? And you say yes, because I got this link from RICO. RICO sent it, okay? So if RICO has a problem, send this email, then you can blame RICO, right? Don't blame me, I have sent it already, okay? So in this case, you can look at this, right? Right away, this is the client, right? The client has got this, okay, information guide. And then it say that there's any questions that is referred to this the agent, right? Agent, which is Calvin M, and then this guy you can just click and then you can download it. Okay, and you can watch this also, or you can download it. Okay, so I'm not gonna do that. Close it. Okay, so once you do that, go back to the SkySlope. Type in the buyer name. Okay, the rest is already filled out for you. Okay, now as I mentioned that I have to explain a little bit about this SLP. So if the buyer or the seller becomes SLP, right, or they just want to be SLP, and that's two options. Okay, this means for the SLP party, you're supposed to not touching them, okay? You can only provide assistance, but not advice, no bargaining, no negotiation, only assistance. So somebody may challenge what's the system between the advice and system. Are they the same thing? No, they are not, according to RICO. So to me, it's another question. So just like the consumer and customer, right? It's hard to say, but if they give you this term, you have to obey, you have to follow, right? Just tell your customer, okay, this is you are not allowed to do any advice, but you can give assistance. Assistance means you fill out the form, basically, or you do something like that. Or the SLP person that they can hire the lawyer to do the form, to do the contract. It's not your responsibility, but you have to, if you're helping them, okay, providing the system, then you have to get them to acknowledge this. Okay, first thing is sending this form over. Second thing, they have to fill out the acknowledge and consent form. Depends the buyer or seller. Okay, so I'm not going through this, but you can play around this. If you have any questions, you can call me or call Sammy. That will be okay. So that's two options here. Okay, one is a designated representation, one is a brokerage representation. Okay, now the Treasurer's new policy basically introduced this term called DRP, which is designated representation. Okay, now BRP, brokerage representation, is the old way. Okay, it's a status quo, nothing changed. If the brokerage choose to not using this designated representation, then it will be brokerage representation. But this will have somehow a little bit conflict in between the terms for the multiple representation, but I'm not going to cover the detail here. If you want to check about that, we can talk about it. Okay, now go back to the SkySlope form here. You have the 810 signed it, okay, 810 filled it, and then once your signature all set, you can send over to do the sign. Okay, now because we're saying this is the client that we're going to have sign the BLA, so 300 is the BI, right? So, and then the fill in the address, just say something like 100 King Street. Oh, King Street is good, right? Oh, Young Street, yeah, even better. Okay, so do the save, right? So it's done. Now, only different with the old 300 with the new 100, new 300 for the chaser is now you are designated, right? Because when you present something, we're gonna use this designated DLP version. So that will be what? The agent's name, right? Which is the designated salesperson for this client. And convention day, always say don't just type in, if you're making offer today, you don't just say that you're commencing the relationship with this client today, okay? Because you got to have it somehow to do the sewing, right? If somehow you have let them choose, right? Somehow you have to just give them advice, right? So if you're making offer now, you're saying this is a relationship commencing now, that's, you know, is not a good evidence for you to claim your commission, as I said. Okay, so I mean, you probably have spent 1 week or 2 weeks, so that's okay. So we're just saying that 10 a.m. okay, on the which day? 2 weeks ago. So that would be what? 22, right? Something like that. That would be good. And expiring with the what? 3 months. Usually for the buying offer, we'll do 3 months, right? So February, March, April, right? Before the end of 30, right? April 1st, no. So, and then the initial here, I have to remember. So property would be what? Single family. Okay, or usually you can just put in an extension, but more specific would be better, right? So for all contract, it should be definitely clear. This one can be greater Toronto area. Right? Save. Okay. Now, if client want to specific, they don't want GTA. GTA is too big, right? They want to just mark them. They want just Noga, whatever. Then you just type it in. Okay. But then if you say GTA, basically cover all the area for the for your this BLA, right? So the commission would be usually that's 2.5, right? You can just type in 2.5 or what as per MLS. So just in case if they don't have MLS, right? And you still have 2.5 covering. You know what I mean? So that's not for lease, leave it empty. Okay, now don't miss this one, right? Okay, okay. This is the holdover date. Okay, holdover period, 90 days. So by now you should know what is the holdover period because you own the license, right? To get your license, there's a question around holdover day, okay, holdover period. So you should know that. What's the difference is about your commission, okay? Telling your commission. Okay, now move over, signature, initial, that's it. You don't have schedule for this. The names there, signature gonna put in, that's it. Okay, that's good, signature. And the date. Okay, the acknowledgement, because we are using the e-signature in electronic sign, so you can do the acknowledgement right away for the date. Okay, let's do it. Or you can leave it until the signing part to press a date stamp there. Either way, it's fine. Okay, now for this, you prepare the signature. Okay, Now, that's the buyer, right? Yeah, of course, you need to sign, and yourself, you have to sign, and the other guys, right? They're just seller. They usually will leave out the seller's part, LA part, okay, in the preparing the form, okay? We only deal with them with the email. When you have all forms ready, double check before you send it to them. Don't send this to this form signature to the other side of the deal the transaction. Okay, so I mean the listing side. Okay, so don't do that. Okay, so that's it. So you go over to signing. Okay, so as I explained to you guys already, right? So we are doing the for the buyer, and also I explained for the SLP. So you don't have, you just leave this one out because this will have 300 signing for your clients. And if it's for SLP, you will need another form for the acknowledge of consent. Depends on what buyer or seller, right? SLP part. So that would be 311 or 256 the form that use. But for the typical transaction, typical offer, 90% of time, we use this one, 810 and 300. Okay, so there's only the one guy, so we don't have this one. Okay, so the signature looks good to me, initial looks good to me, and we go over checking other fields. This is also good to me. Okay, so the only difference with Tressa is before that, only 6 months you put in the initial, but now for Tressa, you have to put an initial, no matter what. So just remember put an order initial for your clients. Okay, and then that's your sell. 2.5 is parameter, 90 days over. Okay. Okay, now this is the signature part. Okay, so the blue signature is agent, yourself. Okay, and the yellow signature, yellow block is your clients. Remember that. Okay, so don't mess up. Okay, if you mess up, then your form is just voided, right? You will have to create problem or dispute later on. So you don't want to do that. Okay, the rest is filled by the automatically for the from the SkySlope. So I look at it pretty good, and then you can able to just send it, right? So a few minutes time. Now this one they put something like AI things for the message. I say you just don't need for that. Okay, so for now you just sign this one. Okay. And then just something that your client can see and to tell that's the email you send, right? So that's it. Send for signature. Okay. Now you can stay here to sign your part. Okay, you're as the agent, right? SkySlope, because they send out to your client, you have no control. But for yourself, you can do the signing here. So I always say, because it is a quicker way, more effective way, just to agree and then to start signing. This is what? This is yourself, right? And the signing. Oh, I missed one. So I finished signing for myself, or as agent, right? Now go back to the client side. You should be getting this, right? So request your signature, right? So you're gonna put this, agree. Okay, now you're gonna choose one. I'll choose this one, like the signature, right? Choose this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. That's a client, right? That's a client. You have to sign up. Oh, this. That's a client. Finish signing. Okay, now you can download right away. Okay, and that's why for the electronic signature, you can always do the acknowledgement right away because by default, you're already getting the copy. So you don't have as the old way, using the paper signature, you have to do it and send it over to LSI to sign for acknowledgement. For now, electronic world, everything is right away, instantly. So it's within the same day scope, so you don't have to choice. So I always say do not use paper to do the signing anymore. For the paper signing, you also have to get evidence, that kind of thing. That's no needed. Okay, just go with this pace and using the electronic signature. So everything will have saved in the server. Everything will send it to your email. You have a copy. You don't have to make it another copy, a scan version or whatever. That will be mess. So just use this provided tool. That will be good for you. Okay. Now we go back to the SkySlope form. You see it from the arrow here. It's done. Okay, right away. Okay, so now you can print it. Right, save it for yourself. Because this one you don't have to send it to your client, right? So that would be good. Now we're gonna do the hard part would be the offer. Okay, and 230. Okay, so gonna be the fill and send. Fill out, and before that, you just go over this. You'll probably don't forget to the two things that you have to include, right? One thing is what? Anyone tell me that what's the things that you don't? Oh, okay. I do the upload. What the because we are using the Schedule B from the other guy. Okay. File here. Gonna bring up the Schedule B with this one. Okay. Right. This is for our company. Oh, so that's not good because we changed the status. So go back to the listing. Okay. Download the Schedule B. Okay, from the listing side. Okay, just the copy, just type it in Schedule B, make straight 6.2. Okay, that's saved already. Okay, good. So now go back to here. You can what? Drag and drop. Right? This one? No, it's not the one. It's not the one. I have to do this one. Okay, this is good. So you have to pay attention, right? Sometimes they're not sending something else. So what else? Except for this one. As I say, right? I'm the agent. I'm not doing for myself. I'm gonna add form what? 160. Right? So click this one and say add. Okay, so now we're ready. So always remember disclosure come before everything. Okay, that's a recall requirement. Before you send it over, okay, you should get the disclosure done. But because we're doing signature, right? We're doing the e-signature thing, so you can put them all together. Okay, so as I say, for the order sec, that you put it in the first. Okay, and then the Schedule B would be what? The one that just the after the 101, right? Because Schedule A and then Schedule B and then 320. You're all set, right? So this is good order, and it is a good thing. So now let's fill them one by one. Okay. So name of the register, of course, is what? Of a lamb, and then brokerage. Role is what? Salesperson. Save representing online. Right, that's good. For this property explanation, what? The buyer is realtor or what? REA. What's the REA mean? Recall registered real estate registered real estate agent. Okay, same thing. I will or will not. It depends your situation. Most cases, I will put it will. Okay, I will get the portion, partial, whatever. That's it. Okay, this one is done. Next form is 801. 801 is for you to register your offer. Okay, so this is the offer summary. You have to do that. Most of the time, you ask you to do that. If you don't do that, they say, okay, you cannot do that first. Okay, by email. Okay, to the listing agent, just what time you submit this offer. Okay, so let's say they wanted to have offer review tomorrow. Okay, around 6 time, around 6 p.m. So you're doing now. You're sending today around 6 p.m. Right? Given 24 hours, something like that, or you can just put it down now, right? But you don't know how long your client going to sign for it, right? So whatever that, do something like a 5 p.m. That will be no problem. I don't think any problem for you put a 5 p.m. of today, right? You do that offer, okay? Irrevocable, that's very important, okay? That's something that if they don't react, or the other side don't react before this time, this offer is void. This offer is not void and now there is no effect. Okay, so you gotta put in, if they say gonna allow them for a few hours or allow them to 24 hours, if they don't say that, that means for the offer day, you usually put down what? 1159. Okay, PM. Okay, if you for safe, you don't know what's AM, PM, that kind of thing, then always think about 1159 is the midnight. Okay, before the 12. Okay, just always put in that. If they just offer day is for tomorrow, right? Tomorrow is what? Fifth. Right, put it like that. Okay, now for kind of offer. That's it for the offer summary. Okay. Now this is what? This is for the real part APS. I'm gonna put in 4 as today you preparing the offer. This is the buyer name. This is the seller name for the property as what? This is the unit, right? Because the also unit doesn't really matter. Okay, Toronto TSCC, Toronto Standard Corporation, Condominium Corporation. Okay, so you just put on CEC 1581. Where this is coming from? Okay, so the good thing for SkySlope is fill out for you. If you're using Webforms, sometimes you have to fill out for yourself. Okay, so this one is where? Where's the information? TSCC, right? 1.85. So some of the listing agents doing good job. This is already there, but some of them typing a lot of things and something like that. Then you have to find it out yourself. So always good to check it out is from the listing information and something like right here, right? Condominium, and then the corporation number here, right? And then the registry is the one that you will be very good for you. As I mentioned yesterday, using Realm, right? You can check a lot of things. I'm not gonna go for this again here. Okay, quickly going through. Okay, parking lot P2. That's the parking space as the number, right? So that's no good. So you put on P2. Where's the parking number? They have parking number. Okay, parking is the P40. Okay, parking spot. Good. So put on P40, right? And then the locker would be what? 35. You remember, right? I have a good memory, right? Okay, 35. That's good. All right. So now purchase price. Okay. I don't want to do a lot of this kind of price estimation, evaluation and valuation, that kind of thing is not this topic about. If you want to know more about price evaluation, I got a call last night. Very late, somebody asked me, what do you see this offer? What kind of price you put down? Right? It's very long topic. We're not going to spend time on that. But look at this one. This is the A68. And is that bidding over? No, right? So pretty much the owner is looking at A66. Okay, so you just put it on like that. Okay, at least you're not going to disappoint the seller. You know what I mean? So, and then you can go from there, negotiate about that. Of course, you can come in low, right? You can come in 800, you can come in 799, but usually if they want it like that, for the market like that, you don't want to put down anything lower than that. Unless you want to spend time to fight around negotiation, for something that, at the end, you don't get anything, right? So no good. So always for this, you can do upfront acceptance for the deposit. Unless for the bidding offer. Some of the bidding offer, they already mentioned in the brokerage remarks saying you have to submit your bank draft with this bidding offer, okay? Then you have to make a follow just the image for your bank draft, and then you will save herewith, okay? So now once they accept the offer, you have to send this, just send them this bank draft right away. But for this case, they didn't say anything. This is the regular offer, then you just do apply sentence. Okay? So deposit always 5%. So how much is it? Any calculation? 45,905, so 45,000. Okay, make it easier. Don't have to spend time to do calculation. So this is payable always to the brokerage, okay? You don't have to do anything, just type in the brokerage name. Okay, sometimes you may want to put it in trust or whatever, but if you type in the brokerage name, that's it. That's good enough, okay? So I always do that, and I always have no problem. So do not just do in the company, okay? Do in the whole thing, brokerage, from the listing. Okay, and because you have a Schedule B, right? So this one, so if you include a Schedule B, sometimes it will catch for you, sometimes you don't. But always look at this, okay? Schedule A and B. That's how you're going to do that. Irrevocable, you have done it in the web, in the order summary, but you also need to do that here, okay? So that would be PM on what? Tomorrow, right? Monday. Okay, so give them enough time. Compression day will be what? Closing day. So closing day, usually we give them 60 days to 90 days. Okay, so let's say this is the regular pace, and then you will give them, 3 months until wherever your BRA expire, right? So you can do something like 90. Okay, this is the closing day. Okay, I'm not saying that you have to do that, right? You can do it before that. Okay, so the email is missing for yourself, so that will be as an agent email, right? And then for the other side, fill that in for them, okay? Make sure you do everything right in the beginning. For practice reason, for every reason, do it right, that will be fine. No question asked, no problem later on, that's it. Okay, so you can leave it like that. If this is LA, you already know, it's not going to give you any trouble for these small things, then leave it as it, okay, from the listing. Otherwise, you can call me up and I give you other wording that would be more precise to handle some of the unexpected disputes or something like that. Now, because it's a condo, right? So the rental item, I don't see any. They didn't see any, so leave it like that. Common expense, okay? So go back to the this one, maintenance. That's the one that you're gonna do, okay? So always, right? If you don't know anything, you can just try the search, okay? Okay, right away. Okay, you can search, right? You don't have to find. So what? 935. Now this one, you can put down everything, or if you're not sure, then you can just say as per certificate. Okay, that is safe, right? You don't have to go for the list. So what is included feature? Where is it? Oh, included here, building. Okay, then you do it. Retirement, what's that? Then you start questioning, wow, so I put them all this or not? No. Okay, just type in as per the statistic. Now, this one is if something not mentioned above, right, you do it here, but you already display above, you don't do it here. Okay, so just leave it empty. Include that, and then title search will be the 2 weeks before the closing. Remember that. So the closing time will be the April 30, right? So 2 weeks will be what? 16 per day. That's it. If a single family, okay, initial, okay, look here, okay, good. Now, remember that if you have only see one guy here in the title, then that means you have to question the other side whether they need to do the spousal consent when they sign back, okay, or when they accept it. Okay, you don't leave it at the end and then you didn't ask. They say, oh, you didn't ask, now we'll sign up for that. And then the contract will be void at the end because the spousal is not consent signed, something like that. But if you've seen both things there, they see it as a couple, then you don't have to anymore. Okay? If you have any more questions, just let me know. Okay, later on. Now this is good. The other side, your signature, okay, acknowledgement, trust, okay. Schedule A, okay. Good, so far so good. Okay, now Schedule A is our standard template, just leave it like that, okay? If you want to say, oh, it's the billing offer, oh, I don't want to have this inspection included, or I don't want to have financial included. Don't do it now, okay? Do it later in the signing. Leave everything now, okay? As a standard template, okay? Leave it. This is so long, you know. But just leave it like that, okay? Leave it like that, that's good. Okay, now here, Schedule B, okay? Now Schedule B, you have to what? So that's why I say in the beginning, you have to put the layout first. Otherwise here you miss it. And then you go to the signing part and say, oh, where is my Schedule B? Then you have to include in the signing. Then you're putting a lot of time back to forward, backward, that kind of thing. Then you'll mess it up, right? So that's no good. So for here, that would be good. Or you can do it outside, okay? If you do it outside, if you have editable PDF, you can do it outside once, but I think that this one would be good enough, right? So just do it from here. Markup 2, okay? Now the SkySlope form give you 4 choice. Radiation, something mean you're gonna hide something with a block of black things, right? So I don't know why they give you this feature, right? But it doesn't have any meaning. Highlight, strike through, right? So some of the stuff you can use strike through, but I don't use here because this strike through just give you just 1 line by 1 line. It's not that good, okay? So here we need the tabs. Okay, so the buyer name is what? MCK land, right? Now for the seller's name, what do I do? Go back here. Okay, always go back. Do not just try typing yourself because you'll make a mess. Okay, copy that. Go back here. Okay, good. Right? Property you can type it, right? So, but as I say, it is better to do what? To do the copy, right? And chip it out at the end. See that? So you don't need this, right? You need the Toronto, there's 2 Toronto, 3 Toronto. That's good. At least that's good for me. Okay. Now this is the day. Oh. Day is 4th, right? That's all using. So big. Okay, right? All right, so got it done for this Schedule B. And remember, put a signature there, you're all set. Okay, so that's good. So now come to this part. Okay, this is 320. 320 typical way, if you have the buyer representing, okay, BRA signed it. So that will be no change, no different with the old way doing things, okay? So just providing, this is provide, no, this is not good. Why is it this? It's not repeated, so we do the 1A or this. Okay, listing brokerage provided system, no, right? It's not provided system. We're doing the regular way. okay, from one brokerage to another brokerage. Okay, so it's not representing the buyer. Okay, listing brokerage is representing what? Seller. Okay, now go to them. Oh, why? This is so by default, you do it all wrong, right? By default. So don't trust from this SkySlope point anymore, okay? Because you didn't get the AI thing probably included, so there's nowhere to fall. So this is good, okay? Open region represent interest of buyer is good, okay? A1, and then covering brokerage to, as per MS. All right? I see, no problem. Okay, this guy address, you can leave it like that. If you don't know that, you just save it in time, just leave it like that. Okay. The other side will fill it in, otherwise that's okay. It's not really that important for that. Okay. Now prepare your signature. Do I have everything done? Looks good, right? So if you miss anything, okay, go to the signature part, you can still do it. As I say, leave the other three guys out, right? Just for the buying side. And then do next. Okay, good. Okay, this one's good. Where's the signature? Oh, didn't give you the signature, right? Okay, so we're gonna have a Calvin Lam signature here. You're gonna sign for that. What I mean? So some of them may ask, so it would require the brokerage signature, book of a record. Do I do it now? No, I would say no. Okay, so this is for your offer for your timing manner. Do it quickly, and then you can submit an offer. Right? If you wait for the book of record to sign for it, that could be tomorrow. Right? But this is Sunday. You don't want to bug anybody. So usually, what I'm saying is just disclose it, right? This is the important thing is disclose it, okay? Now put your signature down, disclose it, you are the agent, okay? And send over to the listing side, okay? Once they sign back or they're gonna accept offer, then that's time you to get the signature from the broker, okay? And then that's it. Okay, so this arrangement is from the other side. You don't do it here because you don't require the other side signature. Remember that. Okay. All right, so this is the offer summary. You have only one buyer, so that's it. Okay, and then moving on. See, this is initial good. This is good. This is good. This is good. This is good. Okay, including title search good, single family residential. Remember, you have to put on this one, right? Otherwise, you're gonna spend more time before closing. The lawyer may charge you more money. Okay, remember that. This is good. This is good. This is good. Okay, this is good. Leave it out property manager. Now you're missing signature here. This is for the acknowledgement, right? So it don't give you this one anymore. Okay, put it in. Sometimes it's good, sometimes not good. Okay, so always check it out before you send over, right? So that's looking good. Okay, so signature part for the APS good. Now for the Schedule A, right? So like for most cases, I would say leave it like that and protect your client. But sometimes when you do a bidding over, right? Usually they don't like you have a condition because for bidding, right? They don't have time to wait for you. So at this case, let's say they already have this status certificate, right? Because I got this certificate for him, right? So I pretty know that they will have the certificate, right? I will work on cash. So I would do that. This was originally mine. Okay, so strike. Right like that. Okay. Right like this. Okay. So you don't need the inspection, you don't need a status certificate, you probably leave the financing there, okay? But I say if you're doing the bidding offer, most time you would do this all three, okay? But this case, fine. I just give you some example, right? So That would be this guy, the client doing the initial. See that so quickly. Done. Okay. So I see somebody just leave it one side and leave it another side empty. We're saying for the seller part to do that. No, right? For the agreement, for the legal agreement, usually you have to be more precise. Okay. So that means from this change from this end to this end, from this end to this end, you will have to put on the initial. But if you miss one of them, yeah, not a big deal. But you always do it good way that you save your time for later disputes, I would say. Okay. So this is good. This is good. This is good. Signature is missing from the buyer. Buyer. This is good. This is good. This is good. 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 This is bad. See that? Because you are not doing multiplication. Right? Good. Everything done. Sent. Sign. Offer. Okay. For your part, sign it out. As I mentioned before, right? Sign. 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 Finish signing. Okay. Go back to the for kinds. This is simulation. I do the signing. Okay. So this way you would know actual signing coming through for your clients, right? Choose this one. Use this signature. Tell them to tap or click, wherever the point required, right? So this is already straightforward. There's no need to. So here, all of but if you're using the phone, like smartphone, iPhone, then that would be easier. Just use your fingertip, just tap, 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 and then so that's it, right? If I miss anything? No, I think I have incorrect. Okay, always ask yourself if you miss anything. Okay, finish that. That's good. Okay. Okay, now you as a client, you can download or you can do something else. Okay, but it's already in your email, you see? So you can view the complete here from your email. So that's no need for analysis. That's what I'm saying. Okay, now over here, okay, go back to oh, it's still on the side. It's here. Okay, both sides complete, right? Oh, why you have two? Okay, just look at this one. That's good. And now, right? Friend, the name is not good. Friend, don't be why is the name is not good? Anyway, so in this case, you have to do what? 8. Fine. Okay. Now from there, you can review and then send email. Okay. Send this email to your listing agent, just saying, hey, that's my offer. Okay, please acknowledge just receive. Okay, and then go to the Booker Bay. Time is running out. Okay. Go to the Booker Bay. Okay. the default necessary. Take every time, that's okay. Book pay. Now for book pay, you only need to put on the summary, right? But just in case you don't want to do chop version, right? Actually, from the here you can do single PDF or individual PDF. Okay, this way. Okay, so let's say you have download this one as this is better, right? Much better, zip version. So in the desktop, right? So go to the broker bay, type in the what's the number, right? The one, register offer. Oh, see, by default is the same thing you put out, right? That's good, right? So attach the offer. Now, how are you going to attach offer? Is the way that I mentioned, right? Go back to your zip file that you just download, and then find offer summary. This is the offer summary. Okay, here one offer summary. Row. Okay, now when you press register, then it's gone. Okay, you go through that. So I don't want to do that. I messed up my students' file. Okay. All right. So once you register, remember to send an email with the whole offer. Send it to this listing agent's email. Okay, just saying this is my offer. Please acknowledge receipt, and then you are done. Okay, so that's the whole page. I run over time a little bit, but that's okay. Any questions? I gonna to stop recording. This is the normal one.